Look, I actually personally, when somebody offers me money for an introduction, it makes me feel dirty. It makes me feel mercenary. And I really only like to introduce people that I think are actually valuable to the person I'm introducing them to. I don't want to get paid for it. It just makes me feel icky, right? And I bet you I'm not the only one that feels that way.
Mm,
What you might be able to do is give them something more personable than dollars or pound sterling, right? Um, Give them a voucher for a dinner voucher for two,
mm, okay.
right? A bottle of champagne,
Yeah.
something that's a little bit experiential,
Mhm, mhm.
right? This is, by the way, when car companies say um, you get a free tank full of petrol. It sounds more valuable than if you say, "Oh, we'll give you 50 pounds,"
Yeah, it does.
right? Because it's more tangible, and
Mm,
you know what a tank full of petrol means to you. Whereas £50, I could spend it on this and that and something else, or put it in the bank and never see it again. It doesn't have the same impact.
you're thinking about I can go here with my partner with that money. I could go this far. I could do this thing.
Yeah. So
Mm,
let's say you get a voucher for two to go out with your partner to dinner. At the dinner, I bet you're talking about who gave you the voucher, right?
yeah,
And the whole experience becomes based on that relationship or that gesture that you got. Whereas money is super impersonal. It
yeah.
comes and goes and nobody cares.
That's super interesting. Again, it just makes logical sense, but it's kind of feels like that's been hidden. So that's
Yeah.
really interesting information. Uh,
I
So
had sorry, I'll just give you an example. I had a real estate agency once as a client, and they also gave money away for for a referral. Um, and I said, why don't you give them a hamper, like a literally a basket with a bottle of champagne and some cheese and nibblies and stuff like that as a thank you, and maybe a little card in there saying thanks for the referral. That's much more personable and much more memorable than transferring an amount of money into their bank account.